Hey guys, Jeroen here from SERP Champion with another video for you that is going to be talking about how you can get free content for your websites and then mainly your PBN sites, your private blog network sites from your inbox. So you can literally just get free content, relevant content delivered right to your inbox and then post that to your, your private blog network sites, or if it's like a really good piece of content, you can even use it on your money site. And so the way that we're going to be doing this is we're going to just the best way to do this is to create a brand new email account with Gmail or whatever. And then what you do is you use that account to register for a bunch of different newsletters. Just go online, search for newsletters, and then what you would do is have them send you emails to your inbox. And these email newsletters are full of content that hasn't been published on the web most of the time. So not all the time. Sometimes you've got it, you get something that's already been published on a website and it's been indexed by Google. So that's why you just want to go ahead and double check. Now I like to just use Copyscape, and then I'll show you an additional method you can use. Or if you don't want to use Copyscape, you can use this method to see if Google has indexed this content already. Now, let me just give you an example, and then we'll jump into how to do all this stuff. But so I signed up for a newsletter with my email. It's just a random email account I created to get a whole bunch of spam and newsletters. Like, I don't even care. So I just go through, and then I found this one in my promotions folder, my Gmail promotions folder, which is probably the best place to check for newsletters. And then what I did was I just went ahead and copied all this to see. I'm going to check to see if it's unique content. I don't really care what it says, because this I'm just going to be using it for a blog network site. So if you want to get a little bit more in depth, if you need some really good quality content for like a money site, for example, this is also a great way to do that, because a lot of times these emails are written by email marketers that really know what they're doing. So you just got to find something that's very relevant to whatever offer you're promoting, or if it's relevant to like your client's website or your PPL site or whatever. You got to do a little bit more digging. But for a private blog network site, it really doesn't matter, right? You just need unique content that's relevant, and you're not really worried about people actually reading it. But anyways, we'll go ahead and copy this from the newsletter. And then, that's the blog network site. We'll get to that in a second. And we'll go ahead and go to Copyscape. So if you've never used Copyscape before, let me go ahead and just start over real quick. And then I got a premium account because it's only 5 cents to check an article before it's been posted to the web. And it requires a minimum deposit of $10. So it's really cheap, but I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here and do a premium search. So that's that content that was in my in that email newsletter. So we've got 1,541 words of unique content. Okay, and now what we're going to do is before I show you how to check it manually to see if it's unique or not, let me just go ahead and we'll go ahead and add a new post. This is on this website right here. Okay. This is a blog network site, DA38 or whatever, Trust Flow. Not even sure, haven't been on here in a while. So it's not really that great of a site, but whatever. It's just an example site, right? And then we're just going to go ahead and paste this content in here, and then select all, and then we're going to go ahead and let's see, break the links. So we don't want any links in here, right, to any other random sites. We just want to go ahead and put in our own links. Or if you just don't want any links in there, or if you want to link out to an authority site to give your PBN a little bit more credibility, whatever you want to do. But we'll go ahead and put that in there. We'll give it a title. So I don't even know what this article is about, but this looks good right here. We'll just copy this line right here. And if you want to put a little bit more time into this, just scan over the article, change some stuff around or whatever. Like if it's too promotional for a specific product, then you can just change that around. But anyways, it's got the images and everything in there too, which is kind of cool. And then we're just going to go ahead and publish this. And then the best way to go about doing this is, go ahead and get it indexed in Google right away. Like you'd want to go ahead and just embed a YouTube video in here, create a YouTube video sitemap, and then submit that to Google Webmaster Tools. Now, I'm not going to get into that today because we got into that in a previous video on SERP Champion, so you can just check that out. Just go to serpchampion.com and go to our blog, or check it out on our YouTube channel, SERP Champion TV. That's the YouTube. That's our YouTube name or whatever. And so I guess it posted it. Let's go ahead and see how it looks on here. So there it is. Boom, recent posts. And so, okay. So yeah, it's all there. The images are all there. That's 1,541 words of unique content, right? As far as what Copyscape just told us. So it said that it's unique. But let's go ahead and make sure. So another way, we can go ahead and double check this. I didn't even optimize my permalinks, but whatever. I don't really care about this site. But let's just go ahead and you can also just go ahead and paste a URL in here, and it'll check it as well. So let's see if, yeah, so obviously it's got more words on there now because of the rest of the stuff in the sidebar and all that. But now let's go ahead and check it manually. So we're just going to go ahead and go to google.com, see if any of this stuff has been indexed. So we're just going to go ahead and just grab, Google search only uses up to, I think, 32 characters or something like that. So, but make sure you put this in quotes, okay? So opening quote, then paste that, then end quote, and let's see. So somebody tweeted this, I guess. Let's see. He probably tweeted that newsletter, but let's see. But that doesn't really count. Let's see. That doesn't even. Let me see if he. So this looks like something completely different. So that's not anything. So I'm doing this live. Obviously, I haven't really checked this one beforehand, but let's go ahead and just grab another sentence or a string of text. Let's do something a little bit longer. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you go. Google is only going to take the first 32 characters. Let's see. So, remember to put it in the quotes. Let's see if anything comes up. So no results for that exact string, which is good. That means that article has not been indexed in Google. And so it comes up with all these other things that may have some of the words in there, but that's why you got to put it in quotes. If you don't put it in quotes, then it's going to come up with a whole bunch of results, but it's still unique. It just doesn't, it doesn't match that exact string. It doesn't match that exact string, so it's unique, but it's going to come up with all the things that match some of these words in here. So that's why you want to make sure you put it in quotes. Let's go ahead and just grab another one just to double check that all of this stuff is unique. Let's see. Yeah, no results found. So that's good. So this article is unique. It has never been indexed in Google before. And so we're just going to leave this here. And then, another, I guess, precaution you can do is before you put your links in and all that to your money sites, if it's a private blog network site, just go ahead and wait a week or two and see if anybody else takes this article. And then, just go ahead and do this again. Search for it in Google again. Search for it in Copyscape again. Check to make sure that it's still unique. I mean, if somebody posts it after you, like to their own, somebody posts the same content on their own site, but they do it after you, I mean, that's going to happen. But as long as you're the first person to have this content on your website and then indexed in Google, I mean, it's kind of like a gray area, I guess. Like if, let's say that somebody just posted this article on their website, and then you do it like 5 minutes later, but you get yours indexed in Google before them, who really had the content first, right? I mean, I guess that's debatable. I don't know exactly how it works, but, I'm not really worried about that. Never really ran into any issues with that. And normally, I mean, the best thing to do is to just use this for little micro niches and really specific content. I mean, if you're going to make a site about like internet marketing and you sign up to like all the major newsletters from like the main internet marketers, the biggest internet marketers in the world, and more people watch this video, then obviously you might run into some issues with other people picking the same article and putting it on their site as well. So I recommend using this just for like your niche websites and, just sign up to a whole bunch of different newsletters. That way you've got plenty of content to choose from. But it beats paying money for articles. It beats, spending hours on writing. I mean, that right there is over 1,500 words of content, and it's all free. And I didn't even check it I didn't even read it, but obviously it was kind of relevant based on some of the words that popped out at me, like asset and all this stuff. It has to do with this blog network site is about gold and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty relevant. And, as long as it's loosely relevant, it works. And you can always go in here and add in your own words to make it more relevant. But it's just a good way to get some free content. But, yeah, anyways, if you want to watch our other videos where we've got other tricks and tips for, how to optimize your website and some other SEO tactics, just go ahead and go to serpchampion.com. And let's see, if you go to the main website, we offer some services, SEO services, but we've got a blog here as well. And that's where you're going to get the videos where we have free tips and tricks on how to optimize your website and get better results as far as search engine optimization. But we'll be adding stuff like this just about every week. So hopefully this made sense to you. Let me just go and do one thing. If you don't know how to sign up to newsletters, or if you didn't know what I meant by that, just like let's say your niche is home improvement. Just do home improvement. Just search for home improvement, and then newsletters. This might not be the best way to do it. I'll get into a different way in a second, but you just want to go to a website where you can opt in with your email. So this site might not. Let's see. So these are like online newsletters. Okay, email. So here, we take your privacy. Yeah, so here you can just go ahead and sign up. So I'll just put in like my email. So this is that email that I created just simply for this. It means, you don't want to use your personal email with this because you're going to get a whole bunch of spam, You want to sign up for a whole bunch of newsletters, and some of those guys where you opt in are probably just going to send you a whole bunch of spam. But this guy, he looks pretty legitimate, I guess. So we'll see what he sends me. Let me see if he sent anything already. Let's see. No, not yet. So, but anyways, another good way to do this, I guess, is to do it this way. So an easier way to find out where you can opt in for newsletters that are relevant to your niche, a good way is to search the lead pages database. I don't know if you've ever heard of leadpages.net. I'm sure a lot of you have, but that's basically where a lot of marketers go to really easily and quickly create pages, opt-in pages, squeeze pages, things like that. So what we're going to do is just type in site and then leadpages.net, and then whatever your niche is. Like we were, I guess, doing home improvement, so you just type in that. So site : leadpages.net, and then your keyword or your niche, home improvement, and then okay, oh, come on. These are never easy to read. I can't even read that. All right, that one should do it. Okay. And so this one, receive home improvement tips. I guess that that should do it. And then you just go ahead and put in your email and then enter your email address below to receive our best home improvement updates and tips. I'm sure they'll send you some cool content that's related to home improvement. Let's check out this other one. Enter your best information so that we can get you a quote on your home. Okay, you don't want to sign up for that. Or you might. They might have some decent stuff. Let's see. It's going to keep making me do this. Let's see here. Okay. So DC remodeling and home improvement contractors. Let's try something like let's see. Window replacement. It's a little specific, but that's a windshield replacement. Reno's best replacement windows. Let's see. That might just be for, I'm just going to have a video on here. But then you would just check it out. Okay, so home remodeling. Okay. It seems like this is about home remodeling, which is, you just opt into this. Yes, I'd like more information about Windows. And then, you would just go through and, try a couple different keywords here and there, that are relevant to your niche. And then sign up to a bunch of newsletters, see which ones are good, what content you want to use, and then use the technique that I just discussed earlier. But that's essentially it. It's a good way to get some free content. And I mainly use this for my private blog network sites, but if you want to use it on your money sites, you can. You just got to put in a little bit more time and effort to make sure the articles are really going to be, right for your website. But the good thing about these things is that these major internet marketers, or these big companies that send out these newsletters, they hire content writers, like copywriters, people that know how to sell via text, via an article, which is really good because you can just jack that content and use it for your sites, and it's going to be content. It's going to be an article that's already written to sell, and then you would just kind of modify it to sell your own product, service, your client's product or service or whatever. But it's a pretty cool little technique. But yeah, that's essentially it. We'll have more stuff coming up in the next videos, and so stay tuned and leave your comments on the SERP Champion blog. And yeah, that's about it. My name is Drew Waning, and thank you for watching.